long hours analyzing data. When they finally have something to tell to the world, that's only the beginning. Now it is time to convince the scientific community. Karen James can tell you more.
I've been working as part of a team to try and understand the differences between two British orchids, the greater and lesser butterfly orchids. They're easy to tell apart by eye, but we wanted to know if we could also tell them apart by their DNA. Our preliminary results suggested that we could. Unfortunately, when I sequenced more individuals, the preliminary results didn't hold up. Even after I sequenced 750 and then 10,000 base pairs of DNA, I couldn't find a single species-specific difference between the two. This result was pretty disappointing. We repeated the experiment to make sure we hadn't made any mistakes, and then we realized there might be another way to interpret these results. What if these two species of orchid were genetically more closely related than we previously thought? What if they had diverged so recently that even though their appearance had changed, their DNA, or at least the bit of their DNA that we looked at, hadn't had a chance to catch up? To communicate our new idea to the global scientific community, we had to write a paper where we carefully laid out our methods and results and explained our conclusions. Once we've written the paper, we send it to the editor of a journal, who decides whether or not it's of interest to that journal's audience. If it is, the editor sends it to 2 or 3 researchers in our field for review. When the reviews come back, they can be pretty ruthless. They might say your paper wasn't original enough, or that your introduction was too long, or even that your conclusions didn't match your results. Even if your paper does get accepted, they usually want you to change something. Sometimes a paper is rejected, either by the editor or by the reviewers. I've had a paper rejected and it felt terrible, but I've also had papers accepted, and that's really exciting. Usually it's years after you first started the project, but it's definitely still an event worth celebrating.
Not all discoveries happen in the field or in the lab. They happen when scientists sit down and spend long hours analyzing data. When they finally have something to tell to the world, that's only the beginning. Now it is time to convince the scientific community. Karen James can tell you more.
I've been working as part of a team to try and understand the differences between two British orchids, the greater